Welcome back. So I wanted to make sure that I did a video on soul magic for those of you that have been purchasing the soul oil, the soul herbs, and the soul candle, like all of your ingredients and everything. So like I said, I'll try to put more updated videos on my products and stuff when you guys purchase them, because I've been getting a lot of people purchasing the soul items, and I did promise you guys a video, so I wanted to make sure that I did a video. So let's briefly talk about soul magic. Okay, so I always discuss personal concerns, and I always tell you guys how to use them and how to utilize them in your rituals to get the best outcome, right? So when it comes to the soul of people's shoes, as well as hats, hair, and even like blood and spit and stuff like that, you can get really good results using those type of personal concerns. To me, the best ones to use is like their socks, soles in their shoes, and or like a woman's wig and hats. You can pull in so much different types of energy working the top of someone's head and the bottom of their feet. It becomes dangerous, to tell you the truth, leaving personal concerns around other people, because you don't know what they can do. Like, you don't know what people are going to be capable of doing when they become angry with you and become emotional. A lot of my videos that I do, it's to show you guys how to work them. Now, you guys are grown, so you should be able to make the best decisions. And I've been telling you guys for years, I work upon justification. I have to feel that it's justified in me doing it for you. So majority, all of my videos are to show you how you can work things with justifiable actions. But there's probably 50% of you that are going to just do it to do it. But regardless of me saying that, work magic according to what they have done to you. Because if not, when things come back at you, you're going to be the one dealing with the heavy shit. And I've been saying that for a long time. So you got to know who to play with and how to play with people. If you're just running around messing with people, you know, picking up personal concerns, getting upset, doing certain things, it's not a good way of action to play with magic like that. I never work upon my emotions. I do readings, so I know exactly what I'm going after and, you know, how to go after it. For those of you that don't do readings, get a reading done to see how to go after it, or wait until certain energies have released out of your body. You're no longer angry. You no longer feel a certain way. And then you could go in and get them. There are certain situations and certain rituals where you have to start right away working on them. You can't give it a specific amount of time. You have to start it. You know, it limits you if you don't start it right away. And then there are some rituals where you can, you know, allow time to pass, think about it. And if after, you know, getting a reading done and looking into the situation with a clear head, then you say, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. So for soul magic, it is working upon the soul of someone. And let me tell you something. When you work the soul of somebody's shoes, you really can get at them. I didn't have any personal souls that I was working on, but I know many of you do. So I went to Dollar Tree and I picked up a pack. And they come like this. 2 in a pack, of course. And I want to show you guys exactly how to work it. And then, of course, I have all my supplies and everything that I'm going to need. The soul herbs, soul oil. I have 2 jars there. I'm probably just going to need 1. I have some screws. I have a petition there. And I have the rusty, some rusty twine that I'm going to use to tie up the petition with. And then I have a doom candle. Okay, so for your particular situation, work according to what needs to be done. Okay, you're specifically going after them to stop them from running around, running the streets. This is a jar that you're going to freeze up after. So it's going to stop them and put them in like, kind of compel them from running around. So if this person has cheated on you in the past, hurt your feelings, broke you down, weakened you, and it's due to their, you know, nasty, cheating, deceitful, and infidelity that they've created into your marriage, or just, you know, boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, or boyfriend-boyfriend, girlfriend-girlfriend, this is a ritual that you can do to get back at them. Remember, I'm telling you to do it with justifiable action, because When things start happening and you send a ritual, you cannot stop it. Okay? You can't just wake up and say, oh, I don't want to do the ritual no more. So make sure you know what you're doing when you're doing it. Nobody's going to be responsible for anything that's going to start happening when you seek out to do a ritual like this. A lot of people are not going to tell you that, but I tell you guys this all of the time. You cannot just stop a ritual, okay? So make sure when you're doing it, when he's weak in his knees, he can't get up and go to work in the morning, he can't make money, he's unable to move, and he is restricted heavily. You can't just wake up, oh, I don't want to do it no more, I feel sorry for him. No, make sure you know what you're doing before you do it, okay? You need the soles of this person's shoes. You cannot do this ritual without the soles of their shoes. You need it. I bought some to show you guys what to do, but you need the soles of their shoes. You need it. You need it. You need it. Without this, then there's no ritual that can be done. You need my soul oil, my soul herbs, and I'm going to use a black doom candle, but I also make soul candles, okay? I make the soul spell candles, or you got the soul super candles, or you can even have a black glass soul candle, and I'll hand pour that for you, whatever you want to do. You can also use a black devil candle, which works really, really good. And you can keep black devil candles lit up on a consistent basis. That energy of the black devil candle, it works a bit different. It doesn't force or compel them, and like a pink devil would, or bring forth any type of images in their mind of you. It strictly defeats them. It breaks them down as a person. They no longer will feel like a person. It's going to bother them while they try to sleep, while they try to focus. It is a dark candle. So make sure you know what you're doing when you do it. Now, let's set up the ritual. Let's get things together, okay? Now, the soles of the shoe, you're going to cut them. You're going to cut them because you only need a portion of it. And it's good to have the soles of the shoes. When you work the soles of the shoes of someone, or just like the soles period of anyone, you get into their actions. You are restricting their movements. You're stopping them from doing certain things. And this particular person, they could have just, I'm not sure what everybody's dealing with nowadays. I know what my customers and my clients are dealing with, but anybody that's new, that's going to comment and stuff, I'm not sure what you're really fully dealing with. But if it's something that's been going on long term and you're no longer with this person, this is the best time to work it. If you're with that person, you can't do this. If you're going to let them back in on Monday and Friday you start working, it's no. Working on a planetary day on a Saturday. If you know your planetary days, excellent. If you don't, you want to learn them. You don't want to necessarily work it with the full moon only. You can work it on waning days as well. You want to be able to rebuild and recreate a situation where you can block them from running around, running the streets, and yes, running to other women. So you work in the soles of his shoes, you can stop him from running around with other women. So if that was the reason your marriage is broken, then that will be the reason for you to work it back on the person. And this is a unisex spell. So 2 women in a relationship, 2 men in a relationship, or a man and a woman can work this. It doesn't matter, okay? Anybody can work this, okay? Unless I have a ritual where I say tame him and it's specific for a man, then, you will want to contact me to find out, well, Magic, you have a ritual for taming a man and bewitching a man or drawing your lover back and different things. Can I work this on my girlfriend? And I'll tell you what to do and what to buy him and how to set up whatever it is that you need to do. For this specific situation, you do not need, it's not specific just for men or specific just for women. Anybody can work it that feels justified in their actions and they want their lovers to stop running around, running the streets, back and forth with different people at night, jumping in other people's beds. The soul of someone holds a lot of power. All of their sweat goes into it, all of their energy. They're walking back and forth. They're putting a lot of time and they're putting a lot of everything within their body. All of their soul, S-O-U-L, lies within the S-O-L-E, the soul of people. Just like a wig. When you have wigs and you're done with them, get rid of them. Chop them up. Don't throw them out. Don't donate them to shelters. Don't give them to your girlfriends. Don't give them to your cousins. Chop them up. Be done with them. Because somebody working your head and your mind and getting into your thoughts and your mental would be the worst type of thing ever. It's a dangerous ritual. The head and the feet are dangerous rituals to work upon people, because you really getting into all that. Oh, imagine you wearing shoes for 3 months and every sweat, all your energy, everything that you do throughout the day sits within them. Energy sits within things. And a lot of energy is into the soul. And if you work the soul, you can restrict and bind someone's actions and movement. If you know what a bind is, then you understand what it is to restrict someone. And basically, it is the strongest force you can ever have outside of taming and manipulation, to work in someone where they cannot do it no matter what. It can't be done. It can't even be thought of being done when you bind someone. This isn't necessarily a bind. We're going to freeze them. You can unfreeze people, but with you working with the rusty nails and that rusty twine, that's going to put them to be unable to do certain things, even if somebody wanted to try to help them. Like, uncrossing is going to be hard. Uncrossing and breaking a jinx is going to be really tough because of the rust that's in the nails. And rust tends to get people sick sometimes, and it blocks them out from being able to physically make certain movements for themselves. So they'll be unable to go and seek out getting spiritual help. So make sure that, if you're going to be working with the rusty nails and the rusty twines, make sure this is something that you really want to do. You really want to stop them, block them. Then this is what you need to do. Okay, so we'll put a petition. First of all, petition would definitely go in here. If you have any other personal concerns, yes, feel free to use them. I need this to be able to fit into a jar, and of course you can use the remaining pieces of the soul to work anything else that you need. Just one jar is good. Petition here, strong petition, 3 sentences, keep straight to the point what you want them to stop doing. Her name doesn't go here. If he's running around with somebody that he left you for, and you are feeling bitter, and you are feeling weakened, and you are angry, I'm going to tell you not to do this. Why? Because I'm going to tell you to get healed up first. I'm going to tell you, get to the point where you feel so good about yourself that you're coming to either do this because it needs to be done, but not because you are so pissed off and so hurt and angry. Because guess what? Then you're going to have him back at your house in 2 weeks. You're not fully over him. You have to fully 100% be done, had enough, and you no longer want any more of it. Anything else in between that, you need to go get a reading. So if you're going to comment below and ask me certain things or email me, I get so many emails when I do videos. And then, of course, in the comments, I'll get a few comments because everybody don't want everybody in the business. That's why. But I get so many emails. And the majority of them are always asking questions that need to be looked at into a reading. Get a reading to see if this is the best thing for you to do. You're going to fold this up really good and bend it well. And then you're going to wrap it up with the twine. Keep the petition sentences strict to the point of what you want him or her to be blocked off and stopped from doing. Straight to the point. You're going to wrap this up. This is why I have gloves on, because that rust is going to get on you. I've wrapped up the petition. It'll go in the jar. The rusty nails will go in there as well. Well, screws. Rusty screws. I have a huge bag of soul herbs that will go in there. The soul oil, of course, is not going to go in here because oil doesn't freeze. The soul oil is going to go in here, or you can use my black magic. If you have my black magic oil, then everything is gravy. And of course, every single thing that I make and use is filled with herbs and roots and curios. Okay? The soul oil is going to go into this candle. I'm going to to get some hot water going. And I'm going to put some of the herbs into the hot water. And I'm going to boil the hot water and put it in here. So what you'll do after that is you're going to start your ritual up. You'll set it up. You'll set it up either in your bathroom or in your backyard. Or if you have like a shed, do your work in the shed. That'll be good. I do work in the shed a lot of times. And it's easier because all the energy stays there. Then you could just clean that up. If you have an extra bathroom, like downstairs in your basement, you could do that. I used to do that as well too. So you'll set this up. This will go on that altar. It could be a moving altar, okay? You can set it up in the bathroom. It'll go into a box. The soul oil or the black magic oil is going to be used on a consistent and a regular basis. Take their name now and write it on some brown paper and tuck it into the bottle of the soul oil as well as the black magic. That's going to keep a lot of heavy force and energy upon them as well. Because this is a jar, you're going to take the black candles and you're going to use either my soul candles, which come dressed with herbs and everything on it, or you'll take some black candles. You use my soul oil. You can use either my soul oil or my black magic oil, and you can have a custom doom oil made. Whatever works best for you. I prefer using the soul oil, right? And then you'll dress the candles, and then you will work it on a regular basis. Let me see if I have black candles. I got 2 black candles right here. Okay, so these candles will work perfect on these. You will seal this jar, and basically, once it's sealed, nothing opens it. You don't open it for nothing, okay? Once it's sealed, you start working the black candles. You will work it until this jar is covered in black wax, alongside with keeping the doom candle lit. Light the doom candle on a petition over their name. You can use the remaining of the soul to put under there and set it up on your altar. Set it up really good. Set it up really nice. Just because it's a darker ritual doesn't mean it doesn't have to look good and decent. And then you get some Spanish moss and you place around the doom candle, okay? After you work this jar for a sufficient amount of time, depending on the type of energy and the type of witch that you are. If you're well seasoned, then you know how many days and weeks or whatever it is that you want to work it. If you're new to it, you need to have strong protection. And sometimes this jar is too strong in energy, and it'll drain you out if you are new and if you've never done it. If you're new and you've never done it, I would recommend that you get a few of your sister witches and Mr. Witches and work with them and let them help you rebuild this energy. 3 of you could sit around this and work it. And you'll work it on your planetary days. You'll work it on your waxing days. You work it on days of removal so that you can vanish this person, so you can remove them, and so you can stop them. You want to put all types of energy within. Remember, the doom candle has a bunch of different things. It has problems, disaster, failure, infidelity. So you're not only stopping them and blocking them with the soul, but the candle is going to put a lot of negative energy within them. So a lot of nasty shit is going to happen. So remember, like I said, don't start it if you're not serious. And if you're still with this person, y'all still talk and you talking about, oh, I want to hurt him a bit and bring him back, you're going to be cursing yourself. You're going to be jinxing and hexing yourself. You cannot be with this person. You have to be in a good state of mind. You can't just, fight yesterday and then come back. Oh, magic, please tell me what to do. I want to destroy. No, I don't want to hear it, because I told you already, and I'm explaining myself in this video. And I'm telling you what to do and what not to do. You cannot be with this person. Okay, if you have kids with this person and you know he's gonna have to come around and see his daughter, his son, and all his kids, then I wouldn't recommend you doing this. Like I said, get a reading to see if this is going to work for your situation. You got to be completely done. You got to be completely done. You cannot work a ritual like this and then go lay up in a bed with a man that you just cursed. You're going to be cursing yourself. You're going to fuck up your household. You're going to fuck up your kids. Do not do this if you are still in love with that person. It cannot be done. It won't work well. It won't sit right. I'm telling you. And then you got to go through months and months, sometimes years, to pull off some nasty hexes and dirty curses that y'all put on yourself. Okay, so after you worked it for a sufficient amount of time, then it goes into the freezer. The doom candles, you continue to work those. You constantly work those. And this doom candle will run up to probably 14 days. Depending on, when you set lights, they should never ever go out. They should burn nonstop. So if you're going to be taking vacation from work soon and you're going to be home for 14 days, 10 days, stay in the house, keep them lights set. Don't go nowhere. Your job is to keep energy over that person. And when I set a light, it doesn't go out until the flame and the wax is completely done. When I am home and I have lights to set, and I know the best time for me to set it is Friday, because on the weekends I won't go nowhere. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, those lights is going to stay on for 4 days straight, non-stop. They will not go out at all. Never. Unless it's a ritual in which I have to put it out, pray over it every day. If I know I'm praying over the ritual every day, or if I'm praying over a specific type of light that I'm setting for you, then it will go out. I'll put it out, I'll snuff it out. Then the next day, I relight it and I'm praying over it. If it needs heavy prayer every single day, that's what I'm going to do. A light like this, you do not want to keep your energy over it back and forth. You want to light it, set it, forget it. Not literally forget it. You don't want to do that. But that's what the intention is, over setting and forgetting. The jar, do not place it around your chicken that you're going to actually, your kids, oh, take the chicken down when I come home from work. Do not do that. You're either going to buy a deep freezer, or you're going to find somewhere to freeze this jar outside of your freezer. You cannot put work with meat and your kids' french fries that you're going to fry up for them later. You cannot do that. That is not good energy. Do not do that. You can throw a lime. A lime could go. A lime is okay. A lime is okay. Put in a separate area all the way in the back of the fridge in a different box container. A lime is okay. 1 or 2. But don't, nothing crazy like 400 limes. You got a whole bunch of limes in the freezer, and then you got, some ground beef in there that you're going to fry up later and eat with tacos. You cannot do that. That energy will sit in your soul, SOUL, and mess you up. Do not do that. So make sure you know what you're doing, okay? Anything that I missed, you ask me in the comments or email me. You should know your prayer is not really a prayer either. It is a chant of destruction, to destroy, to stop, to block. But that would be what you're praying over it. You understand? You're not going to go and open a Bible and say, this is what I want. No, you're not doing that. You're not doing that. In hoodoo, yes, we use the Bible and we use the Psalms. Yes. Outside of that, anybody else, I'm not sure how you guys work or what you do. But in hoodoo, we use a lot of the Psalms to work our rituals. But not for stuff like this. Okay? Your chanting is your prayer. You are praying over. This is your enemy. Okay? This is your prey. P-R-E-Y. And you will P-R-A-Y over them with a chant. Not a real prayer in the Bible. I really hope y'all understanding this. I really hope that I'm clear. I really hope that y'all do the right thing when y'all do rituals like this, because you can really mess yourself up. Okay, make sure the person is not protected, because if they're protected, nothing is going to happen. And you know how rituals work. They take time. So you need to make sure you take time to work over them, to pray over them, and to really go after the things that you want stopped and blocked. Her name doesn't go in there. Okay, her name doesn't go in there. If he has a new wife now that didn't do anything to you, you shouldn't be going after her. If he has a new girlfriend that he's dealing with, you shouldn't be going after her. You're dealing specifically with going after him. If your ex-girlfriend fucked you over, you go specifically after the ex-girlfriend. Okay? You are using the sole of her shoes to stop her, to block her, and to freeze her cold in her tracks. You are stopping him from running around. The same thing he did. Now you stopping him in a different manner now. He can't even get up for work on Monday. He can't even make those money moves. He can no longer hustle through a bunch of bitches. He can't be in the club, doing this and doing that. Nothing. Absolutely, positively nothing. His energy is going to be really cold. It is going to be blocked off. And he is going to be stopped from doing anything that he wants to do. Like, subscribe, and stay blessed, guys.